Welcome back. Again, we've been talking about a lot of big destructive tornadoes that we had during the course of the month of May, but all the while rain kept falling. And with round after round of rainfall, there was only so much place for that water to go, and the lakes and the rivers all started to climb, and the flooding became a great risk and a great threat all across the area. Sights like these became all too common as early spring floods in Nebraska, followed by more rounds of rainfall across Kansas, caused our water levels to rise. To many people, these river and lake levels were way too similar to flooding in 1993. As John Redmond Reservoir levels rose, it became necessary to release water to control the ability to hold more water in the reservoir. But for Burlington, that sent water into homes in flood-prone neighborhoods downstream. Flooding across the Cottonwood River caused road closures and flooding into the fields around Emporia in the middle of May. This cut off easy access for people in Olpe to reach Emporia with the roads underwater. And for farmers, it was a tough time to have water in fields when planting season rolled around this year. Even after plants came up, many fields were just too wet to be effective. And the dangers of flooded roads became obvious throughout the spring as well. But floodwaters weren't limited to one area of the state. Farther north at Melvern Lake, rising water spilled over into the state park grounds. Much of the same took place across the county at Pomona Lake. For many of the state parks and nearby businesses, the loss of business during the normally busy Memorial Day holiday weekend was a big hit to the bottom line. Restaurants and marinas at Perry Lake were faced with the same problem.
Of course, if water comes in, then you have to shut down electrically. You have to, there's no, and then even the cleanup after that, it's not like you can just spray it off and you're back in business.
Water levels rose to record levels and flooded buildings along the lakeshore. People showed up by the droves to see the water released from the lake. For many, it's hard to wrap their minds around why so much water had to be stored in Kansas lakes. But the Army Corps of Engineers has a very tough job of determining how they can store and then release water from the reservoirs to minimize the flooding over a large area of the middle of the country. Releases in Kansas to keep state parks dry could have been devastating to downstream cities in the Midwest. Neighbors of Lake Sherwood in Topeka watched closely as lake levels rose to a point that was unsettling, but receded before any major flood happened there. The Wildcat Creek ran high at times, but never flooded Manhattan like it did last fall. But Tuttle Creek Lake rose to nearly 60 feet above its normal levels, a sight that doesn't get to be seen along the lake very often. Flooding of the state park grounds and fears of more flooding pushed Country Stampede to leave the Tuttle Creek State Park for the first time ever. The floodwaters caused the lake to spill out of its banks all the way from Manhattan north to Blue Rapids. The lake also peaked at essentially 100% of capacity, and fears of flooding downstream from the lake caused business owners to sandbag their property in hopes to save it in case water releases were necessary. Sandbagging was also done at Chapman as the river threatened to flood areas of town. At Milford Lake, levels have been running high throughout the spring, causing a major hit to the tourist season along the lake there as well. But in the midst of all these flood damages, detours, and closures, we had several rounds of damage from the tornadoes. When you put it all together, it was a rough storm season for many parts of Kansas. However, it is in those tough times when the real spirit of Kansas comes shining through.
I think what was probably the most amazing thing about all of that was you saw all this damage, and yet you saw all these people. And you knew that this wasn't all one big family. Not one family, not 50 people live in this home. And it was kind of incredible to know that, this family, their shed had been hit, and yet 50 people from the town drive on out there right after a tornado, and they're helping pick up and kind of help that family repair the damage.
Thanks for tuning in tonight. Hopefully you got a chance to see some of the behind the scenes of what it takes to put on some of the coverage and all of the teamwork that goes in to covering the area's most dangerous thunderstorms. Have a great evening.